Welcome to Board Game Archaeology. We play time-worn games from the past. I'm Hunter.
I'm Rob.
And today we're playing Zombie Dice.
Zombie Dice from 2010, a Steve Jackson game, the creator of Melee and Wizards, some of our favorites. The game is for 2 players and up, meaning you can have as many people as you want play the game. And it's made for, it doesn't say an age bracket, but for sure 4 and up, and maybe even younger, because it's a very simple game.
To win, you have to be the first player to get 13 brains.
Yep, and the game comes with a nice little shaker, 13 dice, and there are 3 different colored dice. There's the red, the yellow, and the green, and there's more green, then 4 yellow, then 3 red. There's 13 total. And on the dice, there's shotguns, brains, and feet, and we'll get to that. And my favorite part is a 1/2-page instruction, really. The other side is just advertising and credits. So all the rules to play this very incredibly simple game are literally right here.
So you start by essentially competing with each other to decide who says brains the best. Brains. So you'd go first.
Yay.
And so from there, you'd essentially shake yours up in the bit. And when you roll, you'll only roll 3 at a time.
Yep, but you take all 13, pull out 3, and shake.
And then from there, you would essentially see feet mean that your victims are running away from you. That means that you're going to keep a hold of these if you're choosing to re-roll. The shotgun blast will mean that there's 1 point against you. If you get 3 of those, then you have to stop your round. Yep. You can choose to stop once your round is over and count up your brains. But in this case, you don't have any brains.
The chance you get 3 shotgun shells, you lose everything in your roll. And that's why you stop early. So when you're rolling, I got 1 shotgun blast and I got 2 feet. And the feet, when you shake feet, you have to use the same dice. So I would go like this and only pull 1 dice out. Now I have 3. And I'd roll. And I have 2 more feet and a brain. So I still feel pretty lucky because I need 3 shotgun blasts to take me out. And really, we're keeping score. So I'm going to pick up the 2 feet I have to keep. But I need 1 more dice. You're always rolling with 3. Good catch. You're always rolling with 3. And I got feet, and a shotgun blast. Now, I have 2 shotgun blasts and 1 brain. I know it doesn't seem like a lot to lose. But, you know, this game can go really fast or it can go really slow. So I would take the 2 shotgun blasts, throw that back in there. I would keep the 1 brain. And on a piece of paper, we would just mark down 1 brain. And newer versions have, like, rule cards. And you can download the rule cards online. But basically, you're going until you have 13 brains.
Yeah, and that just continues on. The first person to get to 13... if they're at the end of the turn sequence, then they win. But if there's people after them, it gives people the opportunity to potentially catch up and match them. And then the winners will kind of play around to determine if they tie.
Yeah, and it can go that fast. I mean, it can go so fast where 1 round and you've won if you're really lucky. I know you got 8 once in a single round, and it can go instantly where you just roll 3 shotgun blasts and you're out of it.
Yeah.
But it's that simple of a game. You're rolling 3 dice, you're picking your shotgun blasts, your brains or your little feet, and you're re-rolling until you stop. Or you lose. And if you lose, you just don't get any points that time, and it goes to the next player.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that incremental climb, taking the point where you can get it. Because you never know when you're going to roll 3 shotgun blasts at once.
And it's happened. And you don't think about the red, yellow, and green being easier or not until you really start looking at the dice. And you realize that the red die has 1, 2, 3 shotgun blasts, 2 feet, and 1 brain.
And 1 shotgun blast on the green.
On the green. So it really is important what you pick and what you re-roll. If you had feet, and red, and you had 2 shotgun blasts, you're done, basically. Your odds are really bad. You can risk it, but I that's the whole thing. And I remember when we first started playing it, I really didn't care about the color. And then it started to get down to the end of the game, and you're going, oh, gee, I got 3 reds, and this isn't going to go very well for me.
Because that's really where you start to measure how much you're willing to go. Because you know that if you're holding on to the feet on the red or the yellow, you know it's an inherent larger risk.
Yep.
So it's still kind of a downside. Like at first I thought of the feet as very neutral. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing immediately. But that's kind of where one of those little things come out where that's kind of nice. That's a subtle little complexity that I can enjoy.
And really, you're the zombie in the game. You're either eating brains, you're getting shot, or the people are running away from you that you get to try to bite again. So it's fun. I mean, I always like it when a game, you open it and it's just so incredibly easy that you have to reread the instructions going, oh my God, this is so easy. I'm so thankful this is so easy. And it really is. And I do believe that. I mean, because it's really symbols, too. It's not even numbers, that even younger kids could get into it. And you could just call them something else like flowers, pies, or whatever, right? But it is a super easy game. The art on the thing is nice. I like the art. And the game came out in 2010. So that was, at this point, 13 years ago. And there's deluxe versions. There's versions of all forms.
Yeah, that is something I really like, is how much it seems to be built onto. And it's a really easy thing that you can teach someone quick. That's become a really big thing, is if it takes a long time to teach someone something,
yep.
It's just so much easier to introduce someone, and then instantly most people are on the same page.
Yep. And I got a rule that if I can't figure a game out by the time it gets back to me, it might be too tough for me. But for sure, this is easy. I know the deluxe versions bring in more dice, like a 16-sided die, or even more dice than that. So you can go online and find these all over the place, And the good thing is it's a very inexpensive game. It's kind of like the love letter card games and stuff like that you can get for $10, $15, $20 and get a new set. Cool game.
Yeah. And it's extra kind of pertinent because of our opener with our zombie illustrations.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like us
actually
going around eating people. But thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about us, check us out at toyarchaeology.com. But you can find us on Facebook at Toy Archaeology, as this graphic shows. We're more active on there when we are active with jobs and stuff. It's been kind of busy. But yeah, we'd love to talk about games, and we'd love to see you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell if you want notifications, and we hope to see you again.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.